Because I mean, yeah, I didn't much care for a lot of the combat mechanics. Well, some of the combat mechanics when my first playthrough of it. Certain things felt sluggish and just didn't seem to work right and were overly complicated. But you'll have that. I mean, mechanically, Saga Frontier was kind of not that great, but we went back through and we played through a bit more of it and had a lot more fun with it. Well, I mean, the main thing I was having an issue with was specifically with the block and parry mechanics. The actual blocking felt real sluggish, and the timing you had to have on getting the parry right was just so ridiculous I could never actually get it. Has made her peace and is ready to reunite with her adopted daughter. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I've kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. I mean, the Ezio job that you were playing as looked fun. Antecedent, you have a guest. Humming? You quit using it because it kind of sucked. Acilia. Ended up sticking to Night Dragoon. I haven't seen her like this in years. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could. Lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause, I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue what you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Acilia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. So, Sedia perfume? You remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If ever I lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It's no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same of our warrior of light. However, I could not have made it without her. Well, that's because I changed because Dead Space had stressed me out a little too much. There's only so much of that I can take, Ares. And that's like, okay, I gotta move to something else and kind of calm down. Though it should be updated here now to reflect that I'm playing something else. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All those years I kept it. Dead Space still hears between Menphilia's ears. Damn autocorrect. Changed Menphilia to Mongolia. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ulda. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lahuman who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It's clear that there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone eye on Earth. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to her as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Something amiss? I mean, you're not wrong there, Ellie. I mean, there is a bunch of dead space between her ears. I mean, I can think of at least one or two characters that are far worse about that. Nothing is amiss, quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must still go. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could have ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Science must leave Ulda. But I don't wanna. You built it once. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Yes. How many times do we have to repeat this? Alphino, the time has come for the Science to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant Soul as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Science and send word to the students of Baldacian. Preparations begin at once. I think ME6 broke again. Looking around, it doesn't look like not much of anyone having gone live for about 12 hours. Would share with you the latest news on the Scion's imminent relocation. It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant Soul, but there is so much to be done in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant Soul would never have been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems uncertain that the Guild will require something in return for their support. Sympathetic to our cause though they may be, whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, antecedent. Really, Alphino, if I need concern myself with anything, it's surely such matters as these. Already done. Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter. Namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant Soul. Meaning I've already done the job, and I'm basically telling you it's done. You don't need to worry about it. It is an honor. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates Remnant Soul hold the Scions of Sunthon in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does, because you already did the job for me. Unless I am mistaken, you are the one known as Illusion, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Spoke of you in the most glowing of terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate Garlean Castrum was an undertaking few would contemplate and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant Soul. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Yep. Let's go. Stuff to do. Well, it would seem your reputation precedes you. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant Soul, though, as first intended. Before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there's already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. Were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphino has just returned. It would seem there is something he would share with us. You're here, good. I come bearing news. Well, probably not good news. The negotiations are concluded. And Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Signs of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the Waking Sands to the Rising Stones. Possibly poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? Actually, it is kind of poetic in a sense. I do have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Orban included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our order, veil of secrecy, and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the signs of Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obviously we're apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down, you've not done shit. You got yourself captured. And face down the Empire to you, my fellow Signs, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Even the rest of them didn't really do much other than go, oh, hey, here's where we need to go, and you're going to need to go listen to this person, and that person, and this person, and you'll eventually get a key to go do this thing. I'm going to sit back and take part of the credit, though. Great. I say yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them as we have time and again, united as one. There must be some way I can wait. The area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I could ask to teach me the basics of mining, too. And that one's also a horrible, horrible character, because they do nothing but get into trouble as well. Do you ever wonder how he does it, Alphinaud? I mean, it was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Surely his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slafford, and they concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well. Although I was pleasantly surprised to see that Scarlet Nexus went onto Xbox Game Pass here the other day. I don't think my computer would handle it, but maybe my Xbox One X would, if it's available to that. I was told to expect a sign, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long. You have something for me, yes? Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Well, what that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. Going from a level 1 item to a level 70 eye level item, and I only got plus 5 eye levels. That kind of sucks. Does that make any sense to you? This is a level 70 weapon coffer. This is a level 50 quest. Something seems very, very wrong with that. Back to the work of a dozen men, I see. But I jest, even if I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around the Science new home, see that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild. As you see, as such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with the tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit vacuous at times, but I imagine it'll be good, as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. I'll show you again here in a moment, but this level 50 MSQ quest, one of the rewards was a level 70 weapon coffer. Is that you, Illusion? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have a most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the waiting stands with all due haste. Is everything quite alright? I got work to go do because the rest of them are, well, for the most part, useless. Can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour, but no worries. You are assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. See? Level 70 weapon coffer. Oh wait, it's a little... Let me move it. Just seems so wrong. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to this conversation with the antecedent, but I did see a look on your face after you took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the exile has summoned Garuda again, or may have Imperial forces inside within the Shroud? Whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask Zane to see if there's anything you can do. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another Primal, or an entirely entity resembling one, has been summoned to Gridania. Which one would this be? Oh, I think this would be Ramu. An arrival is customarily timely. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Ermengar says, readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I'd hoped the Mughals guard beyond such follies. Oh no! King Mughal. So I should say this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander, however you pronounce that. He awaited thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania. Eden Papalmia will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Pleasure to see you as always. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I can think of no one more qualified to, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Yep, see? Level 70 weapon coffer. Just what the hell? Not long ago, the Mughal Kuplo Cop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Mughal kind, which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Mughals. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Cop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seer at the Lotus Stand. They've already arrived. May I show you in? Yeah, might as well. Please Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad moguls, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no firm thrashing is in order. Yes, but no. Calm yourself. Can you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, and upon such short notice, truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kublakov has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Mugulmog has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Mugul mythology. Clue here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Mughals served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, and speakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with an endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Mughals. So good King Mugulmog, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all Mughals should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down. But good King Mugulmog, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while the subjects climbed all the way down. Into the world below. And that is how we Mughals came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Mugulmog. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mughal-kind might at least know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to some good thing. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Mugulmog is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Mughals with a buttload of crystals wished really, really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take such a drastic measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought into the very brink of destruction, only to be spared by at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To those who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mughals Guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that thing may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one that they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes, come what may. I assure you that the Mughal Guard only wants to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Mugulmog, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to go a little carried away. Verging on a lot, in fact. Like the Silsustone Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Mughals in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mugglekind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus we do beseech you, confront good King Mugglemog the 12th and drive him from our midst. Humbly I do thank you. Sanctuary of the Muggle's Guard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Conjurer's Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Let's see here. This is how we get out of here. Welcome, welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Mugglemog the 12th is of great comfort to me and to the Elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Muggles are not by their nature a warlike race. Yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly before any lasting damage is done. Make sure whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. Would unfold to you the secrets of good King Mugglemog the 12th's magical defenses. The wards barring access to the King's Sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the self-same method employed 5 years ago when first the King was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the Guardians who then held the keystones, for none were in possession at the time. By the grace of the Elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kublai confided to me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Muggles Guard themselves, yet wishing not to betray their accomplice, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the King's sanctum. Alas, I have been able to do so and dare not labor any longer. For fear that the Muggles might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord, we must need to have the keystones. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. He waits you at West Shore Pier and press upon him our great need, and I'm certain he will yield. Well, we can certainly try to see if he'll yield. I doubt he will. Wait, where am I going? The wrong damn way. Hate when I do that. Give me those stupid keystones. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that? Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it. Take the ferry to Sweet Plume Pier, I'll go on ahead. Yes, take us across. Let's get this done. Those are some giant ass Moogles. Don't you dare lie to me. I know what you're planning and I won't allow it. Open your eyes. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals we bring him. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us? By consorting with this one? Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse. Traitor to his kin, Moogles. He plots treason against the crown. Enough. We'll answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of the good King Mooglemog the 12th. May he reign forevermore. The king is planning to purge the 12th of his enemies. We've got to stop him before it's too late. Well, yeah, we kind of figured that. The entrance to Thornmarch is deep within the Bramble Patch. If you take me there, and I can nullify the ward, but be warned. The Moogles Guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you need to protect me. I hate escort quests. Oh wait, there's one behind me. I was not expecting that. Besides of whoever this person is to help out. Come on, come on, come, come, let's go, let's go, let's go. Ready to face the king? A step closer to the word. Raise your hands and focus like you. When you attune to an Aetheryte, Koopa, I'll open the way for you. The rest is up to you now. Go and teach those foolish Moogles a lesson. Send the king back whence he came. Okay. So let's go do that thing. If it'll let us. Yeah, it'll let us. I mean, I understand the bats kind of being coming at you because it's like more than likely they're living in that tree, so they're kind of losing their home just a little bit. Oh, did they add some new monsters to Monster Hunter Rise since last I played? Come on, Q. Just gotta wait for this Q to finally pop whenever it finally is going to do that. What can we do to pass that time? That is a good question. What is this? Oh, there we go. So apparently Square Enix is coming out with some game called Triangle Strategy, which seems to be, or at least Seems to be some sort of tactical RPG. I don't remember the order that these guys are actually supposed to go down in. This is the first time I've ever had sound on for this fight. It's definitely interesting music. There we go. Defeated it. Okay. Well, let's finish up this quest and then we'll call it a night. You did it! You did it! King Mugumog, may his mighty soul rest in pieces no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moogle's guard when you did. Thank you. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Pukenpock that the king is no more. Kubushi's with Reo at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain. We'll be back tomorrow night, starting out with, of course, with Dead Space, and if it gets too stressful or we complete the game, we'll. Because I know there's only like 2 chapters left. I have chapter 11, I think chapter 12, and then we're done. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mugumog, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. All Mugglekind owes you a debt. And I sense Reo wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Well, thank you all for joining. We'll be back tomorrow night. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your evening.